Hello and welcome back to Joe's Math Tools. In our session today, we're going to be calculating what is our percentage decrease. And this is part 3 in my series on percentage decrease. So let's get started. A sports car at Lucky's dealership was being rented for $800 weekly. Lucky has decreased the price to $600 weekly for a limited time. Calculate the amount of percentage decrease. Now, whenever you're calculating your percentage decrease, it's going to be your actual decrease being divided by the original price and multiplied to 100. So before you begin your calculations, the first thing you will need to do is find out what is your actual decrease. And the actual decrease is the amount, which is our $800 weekly, which will subtract our $600 weekly, which is the price that it was decreased to find the actual decrease price, which is $200. So now that we know how much is our actual decrease, we're going to take that actual decrease of $200 and put it over our original amount of $800, which will be multiplied to our 100%. And remember, with your percentages, you can still write this over 1 if it makes you more comfortable when multiplying out your fractions. So before I begin multiplying, I'm going to simplify my fractions a little bit first. So I'm going to be dividing my 200 by 200 and my 800 by 200. So 200 divided by 200 will equal to 1. 800 divided by 200 will equal to 4. So we now have 1/4 being multiplied to our 100%, and that's over 1. And again, we can just multiply our numbers out, or we can still further simplify here. But I'm just going to multiply everything out. So my 1 times 100% will equal to 100%. And my 4 times 1 will equal to 4. And we know that there are 4 quarters in our 100%. So that means that I can divide my 4 by 4 and my 100 by 4. And 4 divided into 4 is 1. And 100 divided into 4 is 25. So my percentage decrease is by 25%. Let's try another example. Feel free at this point to pause the video, calculate your percentage decrease, and then when you're ready, you can unpause the video and work along with me. So our question reads, a parasailing ticket at the beginning of summer cost $120 per person. Today, the tickets are being sold for $105. What is the percentage decrease on the ticket? And we're going to pull back up our formula for calculating our percentage decrease. Remembering that the first thing we're going to do is calculate our actual decrease. So I'm taking my amount, which is $120, and subtracting $105 from that amount, which will equal to $15. So my actual decrease is $15 all over my original price of $120. And that is being multiplied to 100%, and I'll write back my denominator of 1. And to reduce my fraction, I can divide both 100 and 120 by 20. So 100 divided by 20 will equal to 5. 120 divided by 20 will equal to 6. So we now have $15 over 6 being multiplied to my 5%, and I'm going to keep my denominator of 1. Now here we can decide to multiply our numbers out, multiplying our 15 times 5. So 5 times 5 is 25. We put our 5 and carry the 2. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2 will equal to 7. So we have 75% all over 6. And I'm now going to perform my long division by dividing my 6 into my 75. 6 goes into 7 once. 1 times 6 is 6. 7 minus 6 will equal to 1. I'll bring down my 5, changing 1 into 15. 6 goes into 15 twice. 2 times 6 is 12. 15 minus 12 is 3. I'm going to divide over to one more decimal point. So I'll put in my decimal point in my quotient and my dividend, adding a 0, bringing down that 0, changing my 3 into 30. And 6 goes into 30 5 times. 5 times 6 is equal to 30, and 30 minus 30 is 0. So my percentage decrease was by 12.5%. Okay, so there you have it. We just calculate that percentage decrease. Remember to get some practice in and develop your skills. And until next time, this is Joe's Math Tools, where math is made easy.